It was a quiet, serene night over Dubai's vast desert sky, city lights shimmering below. A massive UPS cargo aircraft ascended steadily, its powerful engines humming. Carrying invaluable freight towards cruising altitude through darkness, the journey began as a textbook example of routine and calm, promising an uneventful long-haul flight across continents. Yet, hidden within the cargo bay's formidable walls, an insidious, tiny spark of an event was quietly taking hold, imperceptible to human sensors. Something was beginning to glow with an ominous internal light, a chemical reaction initiating deep within the aircraft's belly, a silent genesis of significant concern. Within one pallet of lithium-ion batteries, a silent but significant event had begun. A solitary battery cell transitioned into thermal runaway. This uncontrolled chemical reaction generated immense, self-sustaining heat internally, initiating an unstoppable chain of events. Unseen, unheard, rapidly intensifying. A minor internal cell incident would swiftly escalate into an unimaginable challenge. The initial glow transforming into an intense, spreading heat. This would unleash thick, choking black smoke, destined to fill the aircraft's cockpit, obscuring visibility and challenging the pilots. For the brave individuals on board, the two highly skilled pilots, comfortable minutes vanished, their temporal reality compressed by the unfolding situation. Time became a frantic trickle, each second loaded with weight. Their survival hinged on instants, forcing a determined race against an accelerating clock. The fateful journey, UPS Flight 6, an ordinary commercial cargo flight from Dubai to Cologne, was scheduled to traverse vast expanses. This routine route, part of a ceaselessly active global supply chain, would soon become anything but typical, embarking on an eventful overnight transit. Within the advanced, sophisticated cockpit, the human element consisted of two highly skilled professionals. Captain Douglas Lampy commanded with ease. Alongside him, monitoring instruments and coordinating, was First Officer Matthew Bell. Both men represented the pinnacle of aviation professionalism, trusted with immense responsibility. Their professional lives accustomed them to the rigorous, often exhausting rhythm of global cargo operations, where precision and resilience were paramount. Seasoned aviators, their judgment refined by diverse flight experience, prepared them for nearly any anomaly.
Let's review the procedure.
However, this crisis was beyond comprehension. The aircraft, an Airbus A300F4-605R, was a robust freighter, purpose-built for its demanding role in air cargo. Laden with standard freight, it also carried a tragically fateful consignment, several pallets packed with thousands of lithium-ion batteries. In 2010, the aviation industry's understanding of lithium-ion battery risks differed from today's heightened awareness and regulations. Their unique propensity for thermal runaway and intense fires wasn't fully recognized as a serious hazard, a critical gap with devastating implications. The aircraft's expansive cargo hold, designed for efficiency, paradoxically created an ideal environment for nascent thermal events proliferation. Without sophisticated early detection tailored for chemical thermal events, the threat could fester and expand, unnoticed, until uncontrollable, far too late. Prevailing weather conditions over Dubai International Airport that evening were stable and unremarkable, offering no hint of impending challenges. The night air was hot yet calm, devoid of turbulence, presenting no operational challenges, fostering an environment of textbook precision. Following a meticulously executed pre-flight check, the Airbus A300F4-605R's powerful engines were smoothly brought to life. A deep roar filled the night as the aircraft rolled toward the runway. Every indicator confirmed a normal, healthy aircraft, ready for its journey. As the aircraft reached rotation speed, nothing hinted at anomaly. Takeoff was smooth, a testament to skill and robust design. UPS Flight 6 ascended confidently into the quiet night sky, set for a straightforward, uneventful journey, a testament to modern aviation. The initial tranquility was tragically short-lived. 22 minutes after liftoff, serene silence was shattered by blaring alarms. In its place erupted acrid smoke and intensifying heat, forcing pilots into a harrowing challenge for their very survival, thousands of feet above Earth. At 22:07 Gulf Standard Time, UPS Flight 6 lifted off powerfully from Dubai International Airport, beginning its ascent. The formidable Airbus A300-600F climbed toward its cruising flight level. Professional calm prevailed, a testament to Captain Lampy and First Officer Bell. Captain Lampy and First Officer Bell meticulously adhered to standard operating procedures during the climb. All systems appeared nominal. Communication with air traffic control was clear, belying the peril brewing. An insidious danger was rapidly escalating unseen. Deep within the cargo hold, an unseen danger escalated. A damaged lithium-ion battery silently generated immense, uncontrolled heat. This internal event, initially contained, pushed the battery towards critical failure. The benign engine hum masked the growing threat. 7 minutes into the flight, at 22:14, the silent situation progressed irreversibly. One compromised lithium-ion cell finally ruptured. This catastrophic failure released flammable electrolytes, intensifying thermal runaway. A faint crackling sound emanated from the pallet, lost amidst engine hum. The initial rupture triggered a rapid domino effect. Intense heat spread aggressively to adjacent cells within the pallet. Each cell's failure added fuel, causing localized temperature to spike dramatically. Aircraft thermal event detection systems remained ominously silent. At 22:21, 14 minutes after rupture, the cargo thermal event detection system finally registered the unfolding event. Overwhelmed by extreme heat, sensors triggered grave warnings. A shrill alarm blared, transforming their journey into an immediate, life-threatening emergency. Reacting with precision and professionalism, Captain Lampy and First Officer Bell instinctively donned their oxygen masks. This crucial, swift action protected them from fumes, a standard procedure, a physical barrier against an invisible threat. Recognizing the situation's severity, Captain Lampy, maintaining calm, quickly transmitted a distress call to air traffic control. He urgently requested immediate vectors to return the compromised aircraft swiftly to Dubai International Airport, prioritizing a fast landing. Simultaneously, even as pilots communicated, a new, insidious visual threat began to manifest within the aircraft. Smoke started to seep insidiously upward from the cargo bay, infiltrating the cabin, quickly escalating into a rapidly intensifying, challenging hazard. By 22:23, just 2 minutes after the cargo thermal event alarm, the cockpit deteriorated precipitously. The insidious smoke, now thick, black, and intense, aggressively pushed through ventilation, rapidly infiltrating the confined space, plummeting visibility. As suffocating smoke poured into the flight deck, it obscured vision and began to dim vital flight screens, rendering information difficult. First Officer Bell, with resolute voice, communicated the worsening conditions to air traffic control. "We have a smoke indication in the cockpit." The destructive power of the thermal event raging within the cargo hold was unlike anything the aircraft's onboard extinguishing systems were engineered to combat. This chemical event, feeding on lithium-ion batteries, generated temperatures beyond the halon system's limits, rendering their last defense tragically ineffective. By 22:25, 4 minutes after the initial warning, the consequences of the thermal event began to critically compromise the aircraft's operational integrity. Vital electrical systems throughout the robust A300 started to fail in a rapid, cascading sequence, severing vital connections. As electrical systems succumbed to heat, a relentless torrent of warning messages began to flood the primary flight displays. Pilots struggled desperately, straining to interpret the deluge of critical information through dense haze, striving to understand the aircraft's pleas. Recognizing dire circumstances, Captain Lampy, with unwavering resolve, formally declared an emergency to air traffic control. Their collective priority: get the severely compromised aircraft onto solid ground. A frantic race against total system collapse or incapacitation. At 22:27, the cockpit, once a sanctuary of light, transformed into a nightmarish, dark chamber by permeating smoke. Illuminated dials and digital readouts were entirely obscured, rendered unreadable, plunging them into a terrifying void, stripping control. Despite oxygen masks providing respiratory protection, a crucial, fatal vulnerability remained: profound loss of visual clarity. Masks offered no defense against smoke-induced blindness, leaving both pilots to navigate by feel and memory in a pitch-black, suffocating environment. By 22:30, 9 minutes after the warning, aircraft structural integrity was under extreme duress from intense heat. The uncontained thermal event within the cargo bay caused surrounding temperatures to surge catastrophically, exceeding 600 degrees Celsius, actively compromising the framework. In rapid succession, cascading extreme heat and electrical failures began to cripple vital aircraft functions and sophisticated avionics. The autopilot became unreliable, inputs erratic, causing the aircraft to drift uncontrollably off course, its precise trajectory wavering perilously. From the ground, Dubai Air Traffic Control desperately attempted to guide the aircraft, providing precise headings and altitude advisories. In the cockpit, tragic reality rendered their valiant efforts futile. Blinded, pilots were flying without meaningful visibility or instruments. Amidst suffocating smoke, First Officer Bell, with immense resourcefulness, attempted to utilize the flight management system for orientation. However, pervasive thick black smoke obscured nearly every screen, rendering even this advanced technological aid largely ineffective. At 22:32, Dubai Air Traffic Control, aware of the dire circumstances, cleared UPS Flight 6 for immediate return and emergency landing. Despite this, the insurmountable challenge persisted. Pilots were utterly unable to see the runway, instruments, or natural horizon. In complete visual deprivation, Captain Lampy and First Officer Bell valiantly fought to stabilize the rapidly deteriorating aircraft. Relentless heat and electrical failures systematically eroded responsiveness. The Airbus became sluggish, unpredictable, defying their commands. The internal thermal event deformed critical structural components essential for flight control, profoundly changing aerodynamic response and stability. Electrical failures continued to spread, plunging the aircraft into deeper peril. Their short window for survival rapidly contracted. Time was running out. At 22:34, catastrophic structural challenges led to an abrupt loss of control. The aircraft rolled violently to the right. This sudden lurch presented an immediate, life-threatening challenge, threatening an unrecoverable descent. Pilots battled the gradual compromise of their airborne platform. With extraordinary courage, Captain Lampy instinctively countered the violent right roll with full left input on controls. Despite formidable efforts, the Airbus was unresponsive. Catastrophic damage rendered it beyond commanded inputs, a ship lost in a storm. By 22:36, the dire situation had reached its final, tragic chapter. UPS Flight 6, despite valiant attempts, overshot the runway. Relentless heat and damage compromised its descent and directional control, making precise approach impossible, dragging it into the dark desert night. In a final, valiant display, the crew attempted one last turn for a possible emergency landing. As they initiated this, critically damaged systems collapsed. Pervasive black smoke filled the cockpit, extinguishing hope. Just seconds later, at 22 hours 36 minutes and 40 seconds, the valiant efforts of Captain Lampy and First Officer Bell concluded, the aircraft having encountered insurmountable operational challenges. The gravely compromised Airbus, no longer controllable, descended. Their dedication and sacrifice became a somber reminder of unforeseen dangers. The tragedy of UPS Flight 6 stands as a heartbreaking example for aviation, illustrating how a seemingly small technical issue can escalate. An imperceptible malfunction spiraled with terrifying speed to an uncontrollable event, overwhelming a robust aircraft, demanding reevaluation. The human element of UPS Flight 6 is a testament to extraordinary courage and professionalism, a story of resilience against immense odds. Captain Lampy and First Officer Bell, faced with an unimaginable crisis, strove with every fiber, never giving up on saving their aircraft. Despite complete loss of cockpit visibility, unbearable heat, and relentless system failures, their focus remained on one mission. They strove to bring the crippled aircraft to ground safely, not just surviving, but protecting any potential lives below, with incredible fortitude. Throughout the crisis, communication between Captain Lampy, First Officer Bell, and air traffic control remained remarkably calm and clear. Their actions were meticulously precise. Even as their world turned pitch black, they valiantly attempted every maneuver, a testament to human spirit. The profound, cruel truth, unhindered visibility, indispensable for piloting, was brutally and irrevocably stolen from them. This vital sensory input, essential for interpreting instruments and navigating, was obliterated by intense smoke, a catastrophic breach of safety. Following the challenging event, a comprehensive and painstaking investigation was launched to determine the precise technical causes of UPS Flight SIX's outcome. Detailed analysis identified critical, interconnected factors, painting a stark picture of a system overwhelmed, revealing technical vulnerabilities, changing aviation safety. A primary factor identified was the inherent volatility of lithium-ion batteries, which, when compromised, ignite with extraordinary violence. This chemical event produces its own oxygen, making it uniquely difficult to suppress. Conventional halon systems were utterly impotent. The design of Class E cargo compartments was unsuitable for mitigating this specific chemical event, lacking necessary barriers and suppression. This inadequacy inadvertently created an environment where a minor event could rapidly escalate into an unmanageable situation, accelerating the challenges. A critical flaw was the insufficiency of aircraft smoke barriers. These vital partitions proved inadequate against the chemical event's ferocity. Toxic smoke infiltrated the cockpit with alarming speed, reaching concentrations beyond anticipated safety regulations, directly impacting pilots' ability to see. The uncontrolled extreme heat from the lithium-ion event inflicted catastrophic damage throughout the aircraft's critical infrastructure. Vital avionics and flight control systems sustained irreparable damage, rendering the A300 increasingly unresponsive and ultimately uncontrollable. While oxygen masks provided breathing protection, a profound, fatal deficiency existed. They offered no means of preserving visual acuity. Relentless smoke rendered surroundings opaque, leaving pilots blind. Their most vital sense for controlling the aircraft was incapacitated. Ultimately, the Airbus A300 evolved into a complex system in complete collapse. The initial fault triggered a devastating domino effect. This relentless degradation stripped pilots of operational capabilities, leaving them with almost no workable tools. The advanced cockpit was reduced. The tragic loss of UPS Flight 6 and its crew's profound sacrifice forced aviation to confront a previously overlooked threat. This disaster exposed critical vulnerabilities, compelling a wholesale reevaluation of norms, initiating a paradigm shift in managing airborne hazards. From the ashes of UPS Flight 6, transformative lessons emerged, etched into aviation's collective consciousness. These hard-won insights led to a comprehensive overhaul of global air cargo safety regulations, catalyzing desperately needed reforms. One immediate change: reclassification of lithium-ion batteries as high-risk materials, acknowledging their volatility and severe potential. This triggered stricter packaging protocols, mandated specialized containers, and new explicit labeling, governing handling and carriage, minimizing risks. Another pivotal lesson focused on cargo compartment design, revealing an urgent need for significantly improved smoke-proofing within these areas. This mandates enhanced barriers to prevent smoke spread beyond the hold, creating an impenetrable seal, crucially preventing cockpit contamination, safeguarding visibility. Limitations of existing fire suppression technology were starkly exposed by the UPS Flight 6 event, leading to global fleet upgrades. Traditional halon systems proved incapable. New technologies, including advanced cooling agents and inerting systems, were developed to combat unique chemical challenges. Recognizing smoke-induced blindness, significant investment enhanced cockpit protective gear. New, robust, ergonomically designed equipment was adopted. This included mandatory improved smoke goggles, designed to maintain crucial visibility in dense smoke conditions, addressing a critical human factor vulnerability. In a proactive industry-wide response, airlines introduced rigorous, comprehensive screening procedures for all battery shipments globally. This involved advanced detection technologies, detailed manifest inspections, and heightened scrutiny to identify damaged or non-compliant consignments before loading. These groundbreaking reforms and advancements, now standard, were profoundly built upon the tragic sacrifice of two courageous individuals. Captain Douglas Lampe and First Officer Matthew Bell, through devotion to duty, inadvertently laid the foundation for a safer future in air transport. The enduring event of UPS Flight 6 extends beyond a single malfunction. It's a sobering story of an entire complex system overwhelmed. It was overwhelmed not by a familiar threat, but by the unprecedented characteristics of a lithium-ion battery event, for which the system was unprepared. It is a chilling testament to the fragility of even robust systems, illustrating how quickly a routine flight can unravel. This unraveling occurs when something hidden breaches every successive layer of protection, underscoring the importance of addressing obscure vulnerabilities. In their final moments, facing insurmountable challenges, Captain Lampe and First Officer Bell exemplified extraordinary professionalism and composure. Trapped in a collapsing world, overwhelmed by heat and system failure, they continued duties with clarity and courage, striving for survival. Their valiant efforts included desperate attempts to turn the gravely wounded aircraft back towards the safety of Dubai International Airport, straining against failing controls. They strove for controlled descent, battling unresponsiveness and deforming airframe. Their objective, to live and prevent greater catastrophe. Though Captain Lampe and First Officer Bell could not save their aircraft, their profound courage transcended personal tragedy. Their struggle and sacrifice became a powerful catalyst for change, leading to safety improvements saving countless lives across the globe. Today, as a direct consequence of their sacrifice, aviation operates with heightened vigilance and advanced protective measures. Every cargo warning light triggers a fundamentally different, more effective response. Safety systems now respond faster, stronger, smarter. The catastrophic event of UPS Flight 6 irrevocably reshaped aviation safety, sparking a global reevaluation of cargo hazards. Its profound impact compelled changes touching every aspect of air freight. Their powerful legacy undeniably flies on, woven into modern aviation safety.